the local media has an agenda that they're going to serve. I don't know who's in charge of it or what it is, if it's like a headless monster.
I was pretty happy with that one Gerbils the other night.
Oh,
to be
yeah.
honest with you. That was a good pizza.
Yeah.
Fat wallets and empty hearts.
Empty hearts.
It's insane how little musicians get. So, if you're interested in support, not just me, but any musician that you like, one of the best ways to do that, it sounds old school because it is purchase their music, purchase their merch,
Hey guys, this is Mark from Rat Rod. Hi, this is Mikey P from Skell. Hey, this is Jeff from the Bell Jumpers.
Probably be Paul because he's awesome.
This is Jessica for the band Dimitus. You're listening to Pennsylvania Rock Show.
What's up, everyone? This is the Pennsylvania Rock Show, episode number 684, coming at you from buildthescene.com/radio, music241.2.com, oldiesxl.com in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, rootaroo.radio.com on the beaches of San Diego, California, 107.1 KFGD, and megarock.net out of St. Louis. Who am I forgetting? Oh, xrpradio.co.uk from the Highlands of Scotland. Once again, this is episode 684. And with me tonight is Johnnie Ock from The Big Break. What's up, Johnny?
What's up?
So
You're all over the world, huh?
We are. I just realized that I forgot to turn on the mic and the auxiliary, so the people on the radio are just now hearing me. Real quick, what you heard on the radio was All Day Special and their track At the Party. We heard Sour Station, Melt Away, and Half Wheel Good Day. And those first two tracks are from bands that are involved in The Big Break that I think we've done 3 episodes with you guys over the last couple of years.
That makes sense. Me and AL last year, and then who else was Robin on?
Yeah, I did one with Robin. I want to say I did one with AL before you too.
That makes sense. Like second season?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that was before. I was a fan then, before I became the host.
So why don't you tell the listeners a little bit about Big Break? What is it exactly?
So the Big Break is like a DIY music contest, but it has a little more depth to it than your standard music contest. Like I feel like most Battle of the Bands is just like a live show. It might be a one-off event. It might just be like a yearly event that, just based on live criteria. With the Big Break, you kind of can't lose for a band, at least, because if you just enter, send in like a minute-long video submission, then you can have the opportunity to get interviewed by me for like professionally well done like podcast segment, then a live recording as well. And it also sets bands up to know, especially new bands, like what they need to know in the industry sense. Like some bands didn't know what input lists were. They have to make a DIY music video after they submit their first video submission. They have to create a DIY music video, and there's got to be 3 mystery box items and a few other rules they have to abide by in order to even qualify for the next round. So it sets them up in a way that like challenges their standard operation almost. And then now we're heading into the live rounds. We just had the reveal show at Keystone Stage. That was a lot of fun. That was a picture actually that's in the background. That was from the reveal show. And then now we got the live rounds, and we have 3 judges that'll be, basing their criteria on a, list of factors, not necessarily like the style of music, but, how they perform, how they interact with the crowd, decibel meters based on, claps and stuff. There's a lot that goes into it. I really appreciate it. I was a fan first, as I said, and then had the opportunity to jump on board, and it's been a great time. Really good vibes. Really, AL is really dedicated. Robin, everybody's, putting their best foot forward to make the thing go.
You mentioned the 3 things that have to be put in the video, which I'm assuming is so that they can prove that they made the video themselves after the contest started. I know that they're kind of random objects. Can you remind me what they were for this season?
Yeah. So, and then this season was cool. We did a whole like video reveal of the items. We put them in balloons and threw darts at them, and AL made a real funny video. But it was a banana, pineapple, and envelope. And that's one of my favorite parts about it, is to see the creativity of the bands. Like, it's impressive some of the videos they made at, you could hire a professional videographer, but you can't pay them, if that makes sense. Like, they'd have to do it pro bono. But this season especially, really creative, really well done videos all around. There's a lot of good ones last year too, but it seemed like everyone brought it this year.
So besides the live video, what are the other things live video, the DIY video, what are the other things they have to do before they can make it into the live round?
First thing is video submission. Could just be like 30 seconds, a minute of, your either solo artist or band. And then we move on to the podcast segment. You don't have to do that. That's more of an option. I think it's a good option because, that's good material for your fans, get people to know your band better. And then you have to have a certain amount of time in the video for the next round. The items, and then like there's a few other things I forget what exactly, but I'm pretty sure that's basically the gist of it. And then it goes to online voting. So you really just got to promote it. There's a few bands that really promoted that, did really well. So it pays off if you're up and up on it, and voting it yourself. A lot of bands didn't even vote themselves. Like, you could vote as many, you can make like 10 emails, if you could hustle it, Not saying you can do that, but you might be able to.
I only voted once, but I did vote.
There you go. Hey, that works. I felt obligated. I didn't vote every day. It can be tough to I think I voted like at least 20 days out of the month. And this year we got 12 bands instead of 9 going forward. So it's going to be an all day.
That was a surprise, correct?
That was a surprise. I didn't know. They kept it even a surprise for me. But that was cool because, it's tough. There's like 19 bands, I think, that submitted that were up for voting. I think it was like 40 that, originally entered, which, half actually did the necessary requirements to go forward. But it's looking stacked. I'm pretty excited for August 26th for second round at Keystone Stage.
Very cool. I tell you what, we're gonna listen to Phased and their song Compulsion. That is another band from the Big Break. And we will be right back. Music from the 412 is happy to join with Drusky Entertainment to promote original music in Pittsburgh and give away tickets to select Drusky Entertainment shows. Head to www.musicfromthe412.com/contest to enter for your chance to win tickets. Listen to the Pennsylvania Rock Show live at 9 p.m. on Mondays for the ticket drawings for these upcoming Drusky Entertainment shows. August 17th at Jurgles Rhythm Grill, Drusky Entertainment and Jurgles present Black Hawk with the Shiners. August 23rd, also at Jurgles Rhythm Grill, Modern Fossils, God Hates Unicorns, and Dematis. August 31st at Jurgles Rhythm Grill, Billy Price and Bill Toms and Hard Rain. September 7th at the Craft House Stage and Grill, we have the Red Jumpsuit Apparatus with special guests Kingdom Collapse and 3. On September 15th at Jurgles Rhythm Grill, Cherry Poppin' Daddies with Mike Yorick and the Modelaires. And on September 24th at the Palace Theater in Greensburg, we have the Drive-By Truckers with American Aquarium.
Hey, it's Bonnie Diver, music from the 412, and your concert calendar for this week. Thursday, you got a lot of stuff going on. Thunder Thursday's going on. Jimmy Adler Blues Band is playing at the Pittsburgh Shrine Center. Every Thursday in August in Greensburg, it's the music festival, and that is free. That's at the Palace Theater Courtyard. Find out more at greensburgmusicfest.com. Head out to Jurgles on Thursday and you'll find Black Hawk with the Shiners. Find out more at the Jurgles website for that. Then we get to the weekend. On Friday, it is Cindy Stock 20, a special benefit for local cancer organizations, including Hairpiece Charities, the cancer group that I lead. We're going to have Henry Diltz coming in, the famous Woodstock photographer who also shot a ton of album covers. He's going to show his slides and talk about stories of meeting and hanging out with all of these amazing musicians. Then on Saturday for Cindy Stock 20, it's tons of music, including Crystal Bowersock and Johnny Angel and the Halos. Find out more at cindystock.org. I hope to see you there. And on Saturday at the Smiling Moose, it is Moosapalooza. That starts at 1 in the afternoon. Also on Saturday, it's Twin Lakes Park Concerts. That starts at 6:30. Sunday in McKeesport, it's the Lions Club Summer Concert Series. That starts at 7. This coming Sunday, it's Aftermath, the 60s Tribute Band. That's a look at your concert calendar. Find out more. We've got tons of stuff listed at our website for Music from the 412.
It's almost time for the Moosapalooza Music Fest. Join Music from the 412 in Southside for a rocking time at the Smiling Moose. Save the date for this all-day festival showcasing the local underground music scene. Come down for critically acclaimed cuisine, beer brewed in-house, and a lineup you won't want to miss. So mark your calendars, put on your party pants, and come get loose at the Moose.
Hey, it's Bill. We are back. And with me today is Johnnie Ock from the Big Break. I'll be bringing him right back in here momentarily. There he is.
Getting loose at the Moose, baby.
You like that?
Oh, yeah.
So a lot of stuff going on here in the Pittsburgh scene. You just heard a little synopsis of what's going on close to us. And a little later, we're going to give away some tickets to a Drusky Entertainment show after this segment. So if you are looking to go to the Blackhawks show with the Shiners at Jurgles, make sure you stick around to see if you win. Okay, so I kind of told you I was going to put you on the spot a little bit. So there are 12 bands, and we have like 10 minutes in this segment. So you got like a little less than a minute for each band. What can you tell me a little bit about each band, and feel free to cheat with that cheat sheet if you need to.
Oh yeah, this season is like, there's been so many bands that I don't know how many interviews we did at this point, but we had like 6 sponsors too. I couldn't even we did like 1 take or 2 takes of the sponsor read, and then we just kept it as is because it took like 8 minutes, I think, and then we had to we had to keep cutting it down. But so the band that came in first place in total voting was Sour Station, and they're similar to the band that won it last year, the Crates. Super young, super energy, really cool sound, really, classic feel, but new age approach. They had a great video too, seemed like they had a lot of friends involved, like a little party scene. Then we have Intoxication with 3 X's. They're a variety band of like the one guy, Antone, is from Scranton, and then Trey is coming from Bethlehem. So they I think they had a guitarist change in the middle of it all. But they're like a more classic rock feel, really good stuff, like really tight band. And then we got a lot of metal, like varieties like Dead Hour, Black Winter, Phased, and then I think there's like Before the End maybe, and Fatal Misconception. So there's a lot of metal. I think that speaks to the scene around here. Metal's not really my thing, but I enjoy it live occasionally, but it seems like it's just growing more and more every day in Scranton. Like I think almost nearly half the bands are metal. Then we got All Day Special. They have like a Strokes vibe to them. They're from like Wallenpaupack, another young band, full energy. Lead singer is like very similar to the Crates lead singer. Lots of energy, great voice. So I'm excited to see how they pan out with them. Sunday Morning, they're more like a hippie jam band. Like they have lyrics though, so it's not. I don't consider that a full jam band, but like they have that psychedelic rock, like bluesy. They got a cool sound. Pretty big following as well. I think they came in second in terms of voting. And then Funk Musket, they're from Scranton. Really cool, like psychedelic rock band that I really like the lead singer's voice. I really like they're so smooth. They're just a very smooth band. And everybody, honestly, everyone's been so cool. I think we had Trey from Intoxication, the one show. He filled in for Monday Morning's drummer. So we had bands helping each other out. So it's been a very cool experience seeing that. And then what do we got? We got Bullied by the Elderly. Might be my favorite name of the band.
Yeah.
Really fun interview. They have a female lead singer and then a male lead singer, so they switch it up. I really like their style. Really tight as well. Like all these bands are very, very professional in their sound. Very impressed with all their videos and live performances. Because it's a little easier this day to just get away with recordings, and your live show might suffer. No, I can't say that for any of these bands. Before the End, they had a really interesting video. They have a really interesting sound. I kind of feel like the lead singer has she has like a Willow Smith kind of vibe, but like a little darker. Really good voice. And I think we're wrapping it up with Roots and Bluestone, which I don't know. Let me look them up where they're from. Because it's been tough to keep up with all.
They are Stroudsburg.
Stroudsburg, they're a reggae band. I think they're just a two-piece. I don't think I interviewed them. Or no, I did. I think I did. But they're rounding it out more. I think of more like differential sound than everybody else in terms of metal or psychedelic rock. They're more of a reggae.
I did notice that Black Winter is from the Bronx. Were they the only band outside of Pennsylvania that were in the original 40?
I think. Well, Wake Up Paradise was supposed to move on, and they're from Atlantic City. So we had New Jersey band. I don't know if there's a New Jersey band that made it through, but they came from the Bronx. I thought that was really cool. I think they're the only New York band, which I'm glad that there's equal, representation in terms of the growth of the contest, because it was out in Denver first for season 1. That was 10 years ago. Season 2, strictly Scranton, I think, not Scranton, but strictly PA. Season 3 as well, I think it was just PA, and now New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania. See where it goes next season if we can boost it up. Which is tough though, because logistically, there's a lot of legwork that goes in, and finding an equal distance venue would be tough. Scranton's at least equidistance or pretty close to the surrounding areas. We had Primate, I think season 2, coming from Pittsburgh. There's been a solid variety. I think Sour Station is Penn State. I think someone's coming from State College, or there at least they entered. I'm not sure if they went on, but it's getting a lot of attention, it seems, and growing, which is nice.
Very cool. So we're gonna take another break.
Okay.
We're gonna hear from the Anxiety Effect in their song Roots, and we will be right back.
Awesome.
Music from the 412 is proud to feature local Pittsburgh musicians on our 24-hour radio station. Tune in online or stream to your smart device to listen to the latest songs from some of the best bands in the burg. You can even submit your own original tracks online. Join us in supporting our local music scene. Tune in today to Music from the 412, Pittsburgh's home for original music. Don't miss 3 questions and a song on Music from the 412. Tune in as Bill Damiano of the Pennsylvania Rock Show introduces you to unsigned bands from anywhere on the third rock from the sun. Bill asks questions, bands give answers. Plus, an additional question is provided by the previous episode's featured artist. Learn about unsigned bands of all genres throughout the world through a very simple method: 3 questions and a song. Tune in to our next show.
it's time to give away 2 tickets to Blackhawk and the Shiners at Jurgles this Thursday, August 17th, 6 p.m. door time. You can go to musicfrom412.com/contest to take chances at many other tickets that we have to give away. There were 3 people who signed up for this one. They were Karen Keller, Brennan Grimes, and Kevin Schessler. I put their names on there 3 times. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle it. And then I'm going to spin. We're going to find out who wins the 2 tickets to Blackhawk and the Shiners. And Brennan Grimes is the winner. So, Brennan, you know the drill. Keep an eye on your email for those tickets.
Reignite your curiosity with WQED. Are you enjoying the QED content on Music from the 412? WQED is committed to providing local content for the community, supported by the community. WQED brings you art, education, entertainment, and so much more. And all this great content is only possible because of your support. Not a member of QED? It's easy to join. Just visit WQED.org/donate and become a member today.
10 Band TV is your network for live and on-demand sports, concerts, and more direct to your living room. Catch up on the latest regional sports highlights or catch a concert from the comfort of your own home. You can even stream music from the 412 anytime to your TV, internet, or smart device. 10 Band TV is free and streaming daily to Western PA and surrounding regions. Learn more at 10band.tv.
Unmute myself, and we're back. So those of you on the radio side actually heard me already, but Johnny and those of you in the video could not hear me. That was Roots by the Anxiety Effect. So Johnny, let's talk a little bit about how do bands get involved? What do they have to do to get involved in the 5th season?
5th season? Well, not too sure about where we're expanding, if not, or if we're staying with the 3 states. But once the contest opens up for submissions, it's really just a 30 to 60 second clip of your band performing. You don't have to be necessarily good, if that makes sense. Like, you could just be, we're about inclusion. We're trying to push people past their, regular, goals, maybe, to help the scene grow and have an open mindset to it. But that's really it. You put the 60 second clip, and then you move on to the DIY. And you just got to make sure you submit the DIY on time with all the criteria. And then it's up to you. Share and vote.
So Robin says, hey.
Hey, Robin. I think Robin's the longest tenured member other than AL.
And what does she do? I know I watched her host a podcast, and I know she has some other what am I doing? Well, I didn't mean to click on that, but Robin says visit thebigbreak.org on January 1st for the sign up forms.
Mm-hmm.
So what else what is her expertise? What's her job in the Big Break?
She's a jack of all trades. She's AL's right wing or right hand. assistant pretty much. She does a lot. She does a lot of flyers, a lot of promotion. She's constantly looking up bands that are performing. She does a lot in the music scene around here too. Like she'll help with vending, merch for other events, and nothing bad to say about Robin. She's got a lot of energy, a lot of positivity, and she's willing to but take on any role really. She could host. If she wanted to, I think she would be a good host. She does a lot. I would say probably, and she does like help with camera work. She's learned how to do all that. So she's got, she's got a, foot in the door in a lot of parts of the industry in terms of music and production. She's a musician herself, very, very good voice, plays ukulele and I think maybe guitar. So we have a really, really stacked team too. We got John Fry. He's creative director. He works at merch booth, and then he does a lot of different stuff in the Big Break in terms of like connecting different people. He's got a foot in a lot of, in the industry, and has a lot of connections in that way. And then Ben Dugas of LB Entertainment. He's been really clutch in terms of like bringing the live shows together preemptively from the contest rounds with the Big Break takeovers, which is a new feature that we had this season, to introduce the bands to people. Free live show, and then we might have some karaoke or DJing from Ben. He's been helping with the sound setup, many things involved with the Big Break. And then we have Kyle, Nancy Morris, and Casey McGovern. They've been really big on the video production, photography. There's a lot of moving parts with the Big Break. A lot of stuff that if we didn't have the team we have, I don't think it'd be getting done. I don't think we'd be able to have the sustainability. Sam Becker as well. She's been a very big help. And then the Keystone stage has been really great this season. And then Finnegan's, V-Spot. I think they went up to Bar Louie for the final, season 2. Hegan's Son. So it's been a really building the scene effort in a way, Everybody's
I like that you chose
played a
those
big
words.
role. Oh yeah, I definitely, didn't do that on purpose.
No. So which of those venues is this round of the live performances
So
taking place at?
all 3, so the reveal show, round 2 and 3 are all at the Keystone stage, which is, it's BYOB, it's all ages, so you can have your kids come, you can have I don't know if they have dogs allowed, but they have a nice big old open front room, so you can chill, or if you're just head into the stage. Very accommodating. Everybody's really cool over there. I think we're kicking things off at 1 p.m. on the 26th, and then the 16th is the final round, which would be, I think, 3 bands move on to the final round.
And the winners, I know there's a huge prize package, and I'm probably going to be putting you on the spot again. Do you remember what the package is, or the main parts of the package is?
It's ridiculous this year. I'll have to look it up the full thing, but there's so many. If you win, like, you're set up. Mad Twisted Infused Emporium is gonna name one of their products after the band who wins. So you have your own like candy bar. That alone is pretty sweet. Then merch booth, which I used to work for, I love their company. They're really cool. They're offering a VIP package. So you have a bunch of merch you could sling straight with, literally from your phone. You could have people buying merch. And then you get a recording package at Encore Studios. I think and then you get a record deal at Route 6 Records. There's more, I think, too, which is insane because I didn't think it could get it really.
That's a pretty, what you mentioned there is a pretty big bundle.
It's a big bundle. It's like the big bundle from McDonald's where it's like an outrageous amount of food. And you have like no idea how you're going to eat all of it, but you find out. Yeah, so they have an optional. You don't have to take the Route 6 Records deal. Same thing with the Mad Twisted, I believe. And then you get a produced music video from AL, and which is like he went to I went to a film school in Denver. I think it was Denver University. I forget, but he's a very, very talented videographer and audio technician in a lot of ways. He's got his foot in a lot of different, areas. And you're pretty set up, and then I think you get a recording of your full performance from the set. I think all the bands do though. But there's oh yeah, another one is a professional in-studio photo shoot. So you're getting hooked up, which drives the competition, drives the want to do well. So I like that. I like a little competition. I like a little, keep your eye on the prize,
Hey, so I have one more question for you. It's probably the easiest one. How can the listeners and viewers find out more about the Big Break?
You can go to thebigbreak.org. Big Break, I think it's thebigbreakusa.org now. There's been a few different actually no, the Instagram is the Big Break USA, at the Big Break USA now. And then the bigbreak.org is where you can find our website. You got the Beyond the Break podcasts every Thursday night, which, has details of the Big Break usually in it, but also just like a created local music scene vibe to it, and like, other things as well, like videography and all that.
I have a link to that in the show notes already. It's a big banner. Make sure you click it when you check it out, guys. Hey, so I want to thank you for hanging out with me on episode 684, Johnny.
Nice.
And
thank you. I'm glad to be here.
So we're going to listen to 3 more tracks here on the Pennsylvania Rock Show. They are Kilburn, Bleeding, Transcendence, Pangea, and Dragline, Sinning. I will see you next week.
See ya.